Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and I know that this is a video that so many of you have been waiting for. There's been a lot of confusion because the last you checked, some of you are still asking me about, okay, what happened to the baby that you're trying to get? And then some of you are still asking like, okay, we thought you were in Canada, or we thought you're going to Canada, what happened? So there's a lot of confusion, and of course I owe you guys an explanation. But before we go into that, I thank you so much for tuning in, honestly, and this is a platform that you're going to get so much inspiration. I know that some of you have been following me from when I went to Qatar, and then most of you joined in when I started with the move to Canada, and of course some of you are new here because you have joined in with this new move to Germany. So whichever way, whenever you joined this platform, feel most welcome, and of course please remember to subscribe. We want to grow this channel so that it can reach more people and just bring inspiration to so many other people like it has brought to you. So if you're watching me right now, you can take a pause and hit that like button, and also don't forget to share with your friends or maybe your social media pages, your WhatsApp groups. Let's just spread this information out there so most of us Kenyans who have had or have ever wished to move abroad can get vital information, can get inspiration, and just see our lives change and see our families just get to another level. So okay, enough of chatting. So let's jump straight into the purpose of this video. So yeah, of course I had the initiative to move to Canada, but if you followed me from the beginning, I explained that initially when I was in Qatar, I wanted to come to Germany, and I started the process. In fact, I started to study or stuff like that. Then I happened to share with a friend that, you know what, I want to move to Germany, and she said, okay, I can introduce you to an agent that can help you with your process. So she introduced me to an agent, and this agent somehow managed to convince me that I cannot come to Germany. Like, see how wrong he was. I'm now here. And then he convinced me that, you know what, you cannot manage to go to Germany because your level of German is not that strong. But since you can speak French, and my French by then was so rusty because I had not spoken French for so many years. But he managed to convince me that I would be more qualified to go to Canada, because to Canada I would manage to move with my daughter. And when I had that, I was like, yay! And this process ended up costing me a lot of money. But okay, that aside. So of course, I followed the process to go to Canada. I took my tests. You know how many times I had to take the tests? 6 times. That is 3 times for the English test, but of course the 3rd time I passed, and 3 times for the French test. Of course, the 3rd time I passed. And this is a process that cost me like $2,000+ just for the tests. No regrets. Everything has a purpose, and I'm telling you, the whole aspect of moving to Canada somehow helped me to get to where I am today. So nothing is ever wrong. If God knew that what I was doing then was not going to help me, he would not have let me take that path. But I'm really, I must say, a person who trusts in God, and I commit my ways to God and I let him guide me. So of course I managed to fulfill all the qualifications that I required to go to Canada. And right now I can share with you my score in the express entry pool after doing French and English 3 times. I managed to move from like 350 points to around 419 points to 473 points. Very strong points. But what happened is that since I think December 2020 to date, remember we are now in 2022, the government of Canada stopped sending invitations to apply for federal skilled workers and federal skilled trade applicants that were in the express entry pool. It's not like the process has been done away with, but it's just because of the pandemic, things really got affected and there was so much delay. So imagine waiting a whole year. So for me, I qualified to get into the pool. I got into the pool in 2020 October, and then by 2021 May, I had these strong points, 473. So from May, I was waiting to get an invitation to apply from the Canadian government. May, June, July, August, let's say until today. So the truth is, until today, I haven't gotten the invitation to apply. Have I cancelled my application in the express entry pool? No. I'm still in the express entry pool, but never gotten an invitation to apply. So, of course, the thing about coming to Germany, it did not just, it wasn't there at all. But the funny thing is that through this platform, you know, the way you just meet people here on the comment section, I met one lady, Karen. Hi, haha, darling, if you're watching this video. So I met this lady through the platform, and then I think we connected to Instagram and then to WhatsApp. Oh my God, this lady, the way God has used people in my life is just strange. People just can like me for reasons I cannot explain. Maybe they cannot even explain. So this girl, we've never met, by the way, until today, eye to eye, no. So this girl liked me. She was in Germany. She knew very well I was not planning to come to Germany. I was planning to go to Canada, but she liked me. And she kept calling me week after week. And we became like the best of friends. She would tell me about life in Germany. She would share everything with me, her experience, and we would laugh. Every time we would speak for not less than 1 hour. So always, whenever I saw her call, I knew I had put everything aside and set aside an hour or so. We would just speak and speak, and she would share with me about her experience and how she came to Germany, and I would laugh and laugh and laugh. But it never really hit me or got to me that, maybe I can try that, because of course I knew what? I have 473 points. I'm going to Canada. I'm going with my daughter. So the thing is about the express entry is that on your anniversary, every year on your anniversary, you lose 5 points. Hi. And then the worst thing is, I had 473 points, right? So I was overqualified for the Ontario PNP, provincial nominee program. I was overqualified by 5, okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 6 points. I was overqualified by 6 points. If I had gotten 6 points less, I would have already gotten the Ontario provincial nominee, into the Ontario provincial nominee program, and then I would have already gotten my invitation to apply and gone to Canada, because as much as they halted the invitations for federal skilled workers, they were still inviting Canadian experienced class people and the provincial nominees, people who got provincial nominations. So that really sucked, and I was praying to God, okay, on my anniversary, please let them reduce 6 points so that I have 467. If I had 467, then I would have qualified for Ontario provincial nominee. But on my anniversary, or my birthday, which was on October 3rd, I lost 5 points and I got 468. Can you imagine my pain? Now I was overqualified by 1 point. And I was waiting for these people to at least just consider 1 more point higher. No, of course, until now, I never got any provincial nominations. And I was and I'm still in like a Facebook group for, of course, people, federal skilled workers who are, of course, in the process or hoping to go to Canada. And I have seen their frustration. I've seen their frustration waiting week after week, hoping that, okay, maybe this is the week that we are going to get an invitation. Nothing happens. Maybe this is the week. So because the invitations are sent every 2 weeks, but nothing. So of course, my come to Jesus moment was when I got into the whole thing, you know, of this is, I don't know, an idle mind or what. When I got into the whole thing of trying to get a baby, just to pass away the time, you know. Of course, for most of you who have not watched that video, of course, I gave an update that it did not work out. most people are still asking me, wow, what happened to the IVF baby? It was not even an IVF baby, it was an IUI baby. That did not work out. And if you watched my video, or maybe I will link it here, you know that I took it very positively, and I told God, this was not your will. I know that you have something better for me. Please, if you have not watched that video, please go back and watch it, and then you will understand. So when the baby thing did not happen, don't think that I was happy. I got really frustrated when my periods came. Okay, censor. I got really frustrated, like and I cried. Don't think that I cried, because remember, I spent money on this process and I was getting really broke. So I cried, and I remember I woke up in the middle of the night, because I really like to do like midnight prayers. If you want to succeed in life, try the midnight prayers between like 12 a.m. and 3 a.m. You know, that is the time that the devil is really trying to battle with your destiny. And if you're praying during that time, you're also just like fighting and bringing down strongholds. So as usual, around that time, I usually wake up to pee, and before I go back to sleep, I pray. And depending on the state of mind that I'm in, sometimes I pray so much. So I was praying and I was crying to God, and I was telling God, God, why does nothing ever happen for me? Like, I see other people getting things really easy, but why does nothing ever work out for me? I got into this Canada process, and I have seen people after people getting provincial nominations, getting like invitations to apply. But why is it that when it is my turn, I have to wait for so long? And now, by then, of course, I tried to get a baby in October, and by then I had already lost my 5 points. So I was frustrated about losing the 5 points, because now I was in the lower percentile. Like, chances of getting an invitation were now greatly reduced. Like, it would take so much time. And of course, you guys, I'm still in the pool, as I said, and whenever I receive the invitation, I will let you guys know, like, am I now deciding to go to Canada or what? I'll let you guys know. So I cried to God, honestly. I cried to God in the middle of the night, and I told God, God, what am I supposed to do? Like, what am I supposed to do with my life? I cannot continue like this. I can't. What am I supposed to do? And clearly, I cannot tell you how, but God told me, go to Germany. You will ask me, okay, how did you speak to God? I don't know. But it was, you know, this really strong instinct, go to Germany. And remember, it's not like I've never tried to go to Germany. And it did not work out then. But was it God's time? No. God's timing is always the best. So, and at that point, I had every reason to doubt. I had spent money. Mark you, I spent more than 150,000 shillings in the IUI process, and that money went down the drain. And I had to trust in God again, embarking on another journey that I knew would cost me money. And I don't know. I did not know how it would end. So I told God, you know what? I'm not going to question you why the baby thing did not work out, but I'm going to trust in you. If you're saying I go to Germany, I will go to Germany. I will trust in you, and I know that if I put all my trust in you, you're gonna guide me. So in that middle of the night, I sent my friend Karen a text, and I say, Karen, you know what? I've decided I don't want to go to Canada anymore. I want to try Germany. And she was like, yeah, you can. Which process do you want to use? And I was like, let me check, because by then it was not very clear to me what I'm supposed to do. So I checked, like, I wanted to look out for the various like channels that I can use. And it was a little bit confusing at first, and of course in a whole new video I'm going to be sharing with you which channel I used, and I'm going to be sharing with you with exactly how I made it work for me. But basically that is what happened, and we can see now that never doubt God. Never doubt God, because God was so gracious to me. Of course, I'm going to be sharing with you all that, like how everything went down. But that is how I came to the decision of coming to Germany. And the other reason was that, you know that the Canadian process, especially the express entry process, is very expensive. And apart from it being very expensive, is that you need to have so much in your account. You need to hold so much in your account, and also the amount will go up depending on the number of dependents that you want to include in your application. So in my case, of course, my application is, I don't want to say was, because my application is still active. I just want to see like how that will go down, and if I will decide on maybe even making a soft landing in Canada or going to Canada. I still am not, it's not clear about that, but right now I'm here. Right now I'm here, I'm testing the waters and just seeing how things will go. So of course the money was an issue, because now I had stayed for how long, 8 months in the country, and I was not working, like I was not doing like a regular job. I never looked for a job, because you know why? When you're in this process, you put everything on hold. You don't want to make any long-term commitments, because you're like, I could get my invitation anytime. So I didn't look for a job, but I had an apartment, a small apartment. I was living in a bed sitter with my daughter. So of course you have to pay rent, food, pay for school fees, and meet all these other obligations, and support my mommy, because you know that my dad passed away, and she was a dependent. So all that stuff, and my savings really went down, and I tried to look at the channels like that I would use to top up that amount, so that I can even manage to continue pursuing my Canadian dream. And I didn't see much hope with that. You see, that was another really something that made me change my mind. But whatever I had left in my account, according to what my friend Karen had shared with me regarding her journey, I thought that, you know what, this could be enough. This could be enough. And I must tell you that I had like something like 616k in my account at that time, and I knew that I had to follow some procedures here and there to get a visa. And I thought, okay, this could be enough. This could not be enough for me to go to Canada, but this can be enough for me to go to Germany if I'm going to do things the right way. So basically, guys, I tell you as it is. That is how I made the decision to come to Germany. And it is not just a dream, it has now become a reality. And I must say that I am so happy that I decided to trust in God, and to put my fears away, and to put my trust in Him completely, and to depend on Him completely. Like nobody helped me. Like I did not get any invitation from anyone to come here. I did not my help truly just came from God, because even when I started the application process, I never told Karen. I never told her that, you know what, by the way, I'm going through with the I just told her that, you know what, I've decided to go to Germany. But when I started the process, I never shared with anyone. It was just strictly between me and God and the people that are handling my application. I never shared with her. I only told her that, you know what, by the way, I am pursuing this German thing after I had applied for my visa. You see? So nobody helped me. It was just purely God. At some point I thought that, you know what, maybe if I have somebody that is in Germany, if this person can send me an application, not an application as per se, but an invitation, the obligation letter, maybe it could strengthen my application. And this person agreed. It's somebody close to me. So this person agreed, and but there was a hassle. It was a little bit of a hassle with the pandemic, and he told me, like, you know what, even the Chinese are trying, but this thing is such a hassle. They're making it so difficult. But you know what, you have international experience, and you have been to Qatar, never broke any immigration rules. So I know that if you just follow the path that you are following, I'm sure that things will turn out well for you. And again, I had told God, if I need this document, then I will get it. If it's going to help with my application, then help me to get it. And if it's not going to help with my application, then don't let me get it. So when this person said that, you know what, it's not a good idea, maybe just go with whatever you have, I said, God, I'm going to trust in you completely. I will go exactly with whatever I have, and I'm trusting you that you will still open a way. So I don't want to make this video very long, but I hope that now things are clear for you. Why suddenly I stopped pursuing Canada and decided to pursue Germany, and until I ended up here. So if you still have any other questions, if you still have any other doubt, don't hesitate to put them in the comment section down below. If so far you have liked this content and the previous videos that I posted, don't forget to give a like. And if you feel that this information can inspire somebody somewhere, don't forget to share. And yeah, I love you guys. And again, I know that most of my followers here are people that have the aspiration or vision of moving abroad, and some of them are already abroad and they just like to see like how other people are getting along in the different countries that they are in. I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best. Follow your dreams. For me, coming to Germany has been a dream of a very long time, or rather even coming to Europe has been a dream of over 10 years, but it's never too late. You know what the Bible says? Even though the vision may tarry, wait for it. It shall speak and not lie. It shall surely come to pass. And I have seen my own vision coming to pass. So if you have a vision from God, like my friend Karen used to tell me, if you can see it in your dream, you can hold it in your hands. She would tell me this. She did not know how much she was inspiring me, but I put those words into action, and now I'm holding my dream in my arms, and I hope you get to do the same too. So thank you so much, and I will see you on another video. Tschüss, bis später, something like that. And I started to